Hello and welcome back to MoonClan. My name is Rossi and today we are picking up right where we left off. We are going to be going on into 39 moons for the clan here today. And in all honesty, not too much happened last time. We did lose Ravensong as a medicine cat, but he seems to be very happy in the warrior's den where he can be mates with Fluffroar. And other than that, everyone seems to be doing okay. So, without any further ado, we're going to jump right into it today. Okay, so moving into Moon 38 for the clan, or 38 for us, or 9 for the clan. You and your patrol successfully chase off a rival clan. The victory yowls echo through the forest. Frost Whisper reminds Ravensong to grab something from the fresh kill pile if they haven't already. And Needlekit acknowledges us with a twitch of their whiskers. Stonefruit's running nose is gone, as is Moonfern, so I think the springtime allergies are over. Swanspot has gotten fleas, though. Yarrowkit woke up with a mild headache, but got up to play anyway, trying to ignore the nagging pain. Icy Ice was caught outside the clan's territory, and Chestnut Paw was seen playing with a kitty pet over the border. Okay, so that is going to be a strike for Icy Eyes for being caught outside the territory. Chestnut Paw, because she is still a paw, she's safe. She'll just be relegated to Elder Tick duty, probably. But I don't think that's Icy Ice's first strike is the issue. Oh, it is. Okay. Okay, so Icy Eyes gets their first strike on Moon 39 for being outside the territory. It's a little bit surprising that Icy Ice would leave the territory as a nervous cat. They've really not seemed very keen on exploring or doing anything like that. So it does raise a question as to why Icy Ice may be doing that. So maybe there are some darker movements in the dark forest that are happening that they're trying to get down to, or maybe they're following or covering for another cat. Without any further information though, I don't think we can really concretely say yet. Sparrowstar is sharing the clan meeting they must call later today. Stonefruit is considering a unique approach to organizing the patrols. So nothing too crazy there. I know Stonefruit seems to be embracing kind of innovative tendencies lately, so maybe this is a sign of what kind of leader he would be. Swanspot is eavesdropping on Icy Eyes, so maybe she, like us, suspects that Icy Eyes wasn't out there for innocent reasons. But I think Swanspot does like Icy Eyes, yeah. So I don't think Swanspot would be ratting them out if Icy Eyes was up to anything nefarious. Cowdypath is currently feeling perplexed. They've not done anything else quite yet, so we may be in the clear. As usual, we are spying on two-leg kits playing with dogs. Either we're on the edge of a field where two-legs like to bring their dogs, or we are pretty close to two-leg place because I think pretty much all of our statuses have to do with dogs, two-legs, and kitty pets 99% of the time. Weaselreed is napping, so we'll talk to him. Weaselreed laughs to himself in the middle of the clearing. Huh? Oh hey Frost Whisper, don't mind me, I was just reminiscing a little. We used to play this hilarious game where we throw ourselves off the roof with the warriors in and see who could make the louder crash. You know, all things considered, that game was kinda dangerous. Maybe it's a good thing the kids don't play it anymore. I can say with confidence, if there is anything for a child to land on, they will throw themselves off of any surface they can find. Looking back, I used to launch myself from the top of the couch to cushions down below. For hours, probably, when I was sleeping over at a friend's house. Ravensong wants to get to know Needlekit better, which is interesting because that's both the cats are talking to. Hey Mousebrain, just so you know, you see that hair over there on the fresh kill pile? That is my hair. I'm saving it. If I come back and it's gone, you'll never know peace again. I am so serious. Ravensong shoots you what you assume is supposed to be an intimidating glare as they stalk away. Yeah, you're totally eating that hair later. You know, the more realistic thing to do would be to call dibs on the hair and then you want the robin that's next to it. That way everyone's so focused on the hair they don't even think about what you want. That's Big Brain's sibling idea there. Chikorita Storm is still here. They were a new addition last time. If we find any other loners or kitty pets, we will be accepting them into the clan since it's Greenleaf in a time of plenty. The downside to Chikorita Storm is they do have red cough, and I did check, we don't have herbs for treating that. So far he's just been getting by on his own ability, I guess. Swanspot finds herbs that may help, but I don't know if he's gonna make it if we can't treat the red cough. Chestnut Paw is playing a prank on Pigeon Flick. You know, for a cat that is meek and only 1 moon into her apprenticeship, she has quite a bit of guts and courage to be over the border playing with a kitty pet and kind of challenging leadership in the sense of the prank, all in the same moon. Okay, Moonfern's up a scavenger hunt. The Falcon and Kit becomes frustrated when they can't find the things that Moonfern hid for them in the scavenger hunt. So now intelligence and empathy are both -1. Needlekit isn't faring much better. Needlekit cries and buries himself in their nest after losing in a play fight. Courage and compassion, both -1. We're gonna keep working on those two because they have more negatives than positives, and we're gonna leave the kits that at least have 1 positive alone to not sully them. Needlekit is nervous for their apprentice ceremony, which we won't see this episode, I think. We'll talk to her. We know she's standing on a large rock. Hi, Frost Whisper, I'm taller than you. What did you say? I can't hear you from up here. I'm up here because it's easier to throw rocks at cats when you're tall. You're so silly. Careful, get out of the way, otherwise I can't promise I won't hit you. I wonder who Needlekit is after with a vendetta like that. But we're gonna do our LifeGen patrol here. The queen asks us to watch over her kits while she hunts. It's a chance to share stories and keep the young ones entertained. We accept and keep the kits entertained with stories of our adventures. The queen returns to find them asleep, grateful for our help. That's probably when we were talking to Needlekit, honestly. Swanspot does gather some betony. Okay, our patrol spots a badger making a den on RiverClan territory. We'll proceed here, because I think that'll help them out. And again, in Greenleaf, when we've got ample food, we'll be a little bit less likely to antagonize or, you know, not like them. Carrypath is not willing to let any cat die to a badger. They order the patrol to continue on while they wait on a RiverClan patrol to come by and give them a warning about the badger. Okay, it's extremely hot out today, and the hunting patrol is having a hard time staying on task. Greenfin debates turning back home. On a other note, I just noticed that like all of the cats I sent out are white in Greenleaf, so there's not going to be very much blending in there, but Greenfin and Snowleaf are both good hunters, so that's probably why they go fishing. A bit more on topic though, unfortunately, because we have adventurous as a trait, we have to proceed, even though this will put a cat in danger possibly. So we're proceeding. We decide to power through and eventually we have a successful, if exhausting, hunt. Luckily, maybe that light pelt also saved them more than a dark pelt would have, because it doesn't trap as much heat. Okay, all of our other patrols were just interactions with other clans, so we just proceeded improving relationships with BlizzClan. So, Nothing very exciting there. We're gonna go ahead and we are going to jump right into the time skip, I guess. River's just making a mess here. Alrighty. MoonClan does not have enough healthy medicine cats. Cats will be sick or hurt for longer. Danger lurks near the camp. With a growl, you alert your clanmates ready to protect your home. I really hope nothing happened to Swan Spot, but the current tabs lit up don't really reassure me in any way that Swan Spot's okay. Okay. It was the best possible option. Flufferor and Ravensong found a litter of 4 kits and decided to adopt them. So I guess instead of what I was fearing, which is something happening to Swan Spot, we are maybe just past what Swan Spot can comfortably handle for the clan. Frost Whisper finds a bit of fluff that smells like Sky Scratch and adds it to their nest. Okay, health, on the other hand, is definitely not as nice as the rest of our event so far. Weaselreed has gotten a stomachache. When Blossom Kit tries to toddle around, they seem to be slower than their siblings. A quick inspection reveals that one of their legs was born twisted and deformed, but they should find their footing in life soon enough. So that must be one of Ravensong's kits. But hopefully Blossom Kit is okay. I'll check them out soon. Snowleaf has gotten heat exhaustion, so maybe there were some ramifications for proceeding on that other patrol there. Coldshriek gazes up into Silverpelt and finds that finally the grief has begun to lessen. But right after, fire rages through the forest and Coldshriek manages to escape, but not unscathed by the experience. So hopefully it's a minor burn, but I guess we'll have to check them out too. Yarrow Kit feels relieved at the lack of pain in their head. Their headache seems to have finally gone away. And finally Flufferor went for a long walk this morning, deep in thought. Probably just reflecting on the new kits, if anything. Okay, at first we have a Junko kit. I'm going to change that. Quail is cute. Just because I never really know how to say Junko. It doesn't sound quite right. But now Little Quail kit is a newborn male with cyan eyes and a goody brown pelt. He was born daring. After that we have Fawn Kit, a newborn female with green eyes and a tortoiseshell pelt. She is disciplined. After that we have Big Kit, a newborn female, pale blue eyes and a classic light brown pelt. Oh, like Falcon Kit, she is leader-like. And finally we have Blossom Kit, a newborn female with blue eyes and a kind of pinkish brown rosette pelt, I would say. She's nervous. And her condition is just twisted leg. So she may be able to overcome that very easily, or she may have difficulties. Whether or not she pursues a warriorship, tries to do a mediation, or like Cinderpelt goes into the medicine cat den, I should have all the toggles for her to choose, so whatever route she goes, or even if it's just straight to Elder's Den, that will be entirely up to Blossom Kit. And she's nervous. It looks like their parent was Slope, a young adult male with green eyes and a goody brown pelt with a light base and dark brown markings. He was playful, a good fighter, and a relationship advisor. So it'd been nice to have had him for mediation, but sadly, no such luck there. Sparrowstar is proud of the way the clan is handling things lately. Stonefruit is eavesdropping on Swanspot. So maybe if Icy Ice was up to something and Swanspot figured it out, maybe Stonefruit has some suspicions about whatever that may be. Swanspot, however, just saw a yappy little dog. She does have maximum experience, so she can care for up to 29 members. So that's a fair few cats for one medicine cat to take care of anyway. That being said, obviously, we do need an apprentice in there sooner than later. I don't know if we can wait 2 more moons for one of those kits to possibly step up. But in all honesty, I don't know who else we'd appoint. Everyone is pretty well established in their path, it feels like. I could maybe see switching Cold Shriek, but Cold Shriek's hurt, so that doesn't help us at all either. I'll think on that a second and we'll come back. Sky Scratch wants to get to know Stone Fruit better. Sky Scratch smiles at you. Hello, Frost Whisper, want to come sit with me? You sit next to them. They pause for a second, looking at you. Whenever we talk, I feel like there's a lot more going on inside you than you ever let anyone see. Is that true? I mean, at least with the dream walking capability, I'm sure there's some validity in that. We're currently playing a prank on Needle Kit, so I guess we really do like Needle Kit. We can't patrol with them, but we will talk with them. Okay, Stoneleaf is sick with heat exhaustion. There's no real indication about how bad that is, so it is heat exhaustion, not heat stroke. It should be a little bit less severe. Cold Shriek is running through the entire territory in their mind. And unfortunately, they are hurt with a severe burn. Sorry if you can hear things. River is crawling all over right now. But hopefully Cold Shriek is able to recover from that. Again, I think he's probably one of our better prospects for something akin to a medicine cat. With his wise nature, though Pathfinder and Beloved Kit Sitter don't really go along with the medicine cat's skill sets. If anything, that would probably be for Queen. Okay, we're just ruining poor Needle Kit. While playing Mossball, Moonfern tosses the ball and Needle Kit fails to catch it, instead taking the hit. They burst into tears, courage -2, compassion -1. Fluffer is politely asking a bird to stop singing over their head when they're trying to sleep. And Falcon Kit is also not doing much better. They have the exact same problem as Needle Kit, courage, intelligence, and empathy all -1 now. Oh dear. Needle Kit is currently asking older cats about how kittens are made. I guess that's gonna be us. Sniffle, what happened to Windmist? I miss them. They're gone? Well, when are they coming back? I think the StarClan thing is messed up. Because I think they're supposed to be mourning Frozen Roach as like the last cat that passed away. And I think they're registering Windmist as being that cat because it's last in line. Yeah, I think it's gotta be something like that anyway. Okay. I think we'll go ahead and go out on our LifeGen patrol. You discover a new hunting ground full of prey. However, it's close to Tulik Place and there could be danger. Again, I'm just curious about repercussions for this. We hunt in the new area, but a two-leg spots you. You manage to escape, but it's a close call. So I, again, don't think there's really anything for or against that, honestly. Swanspot has gathered some tansy. While on patrol, Misty Fluff notices some suspicious paw prints in the mud beneath the canopy. The paw prints lead to a trespassing rogue, and we quickly send them packing. Weasel Reed manages to get a bowl. I meant to click hunting, instead I unselected it. So, trailing behind the patrol, there's a wild crash above Sky Scratch. I look around just as the world is blotted out by heavy falling branches. We come running at their yowls, and Sky Scratch is soon freed, shaken but unharmed. We settle down as everyone comforts one another. Okay, well luckily we managed to get them out unscathed there. Fire rushes hunt to teeth the prey they just caught. I think for interest, let's go ahead and proceed. If they get caught doing this, that will be, breaking the warrior code. And there is this temptation going on to make a couple of great catches. Okay, I've given this some thought, and I've gone through a few different cats here. I think we're gonna go with Chestnut Paw as a new medicine cat apprentice. We can't really wait 2 moons, not with cats hurt with things like severe burns and, red cough, so we need somebody now. but I just don't think there's really a whole lot of good options for who we can pick. Chestnut Paw is a meat cat who's tidy and oddly orderly, has room to grow into a role in the medicine den. She's been having some trouble with her training too. So with that under consideration, I think switching her over now while she won't miss the difference is probably one of the better things that we could do. Now, it's not going to grant us as much experience or help as if we switch over a warrior, but to be blunt, outside of Raven's Song, I don't see any other warriors wanting to be a medicine cat right now. So we'll switch over Chestnut Paw. I don't know if that's gonna be... Okay, we can now care for up to 36 cats. So we should be okay with that little bit of help now. Let's go ahead and time skip into our last moon. An illness sweeps through the nursery. Your heart aches as you deliver herbs to the shirking kits. There's a lot of kits that could have been affected too. You take part in a hunting competition. The thrill to chase ignites your spirit. You and your patrol successfully chase off a rival clan. Victory yowls echo through the forest. You try to show off a few battle moves to the kits, only to face plant on the ground instead. Truly impressive. I'm gonna say we did it intentionally to lift their spirits if they were sick. And if anyone tries to claim otherwise, well, that's simply not true. You lead a border patrol your scent marking the boundaries of your territory. Frost Whisper hopes they are assigned to patrol with Coyote Path tomorrow. Okay, so maybe we will patrol with Coyote Path. Frost Whisper was being condescending towards Quail Kid all day long, low negative effect. Oof. Swan Spot has finally gotten rid of all their fleas. Weasel Reed's stomachache is left. And Quail Kid has gotten heat exhaustion. And we're the ones being condescending to them. Oof. I'm gonna say it was probably about making sure to take all your herbs, otherwise you won't get better, that sort of talk, but Quail Kid probably does not want to hear that right now, and tone can make a huge difference in how a message is received. Oh my gosh. Stonefruit was seen in a very serious conversation with a kitty pet who ran away when another patrol approached. Ravensong has the exact same controversy, and Misty Fluff was caught sharing prey with a kitty pet who was chased off by a patrol. So that is some very serious things there. I wonder if this is a specific kitty pet that is possibly got some like information or resources that we want, and that's why we're being very nice to them. Because this is kind of left field for everybody here. But Misty Fluff was already on thin ice, so I think Misty Fluff is gone. I'm gonna have to check the other two and see where they are in their strikes, though. Yeah, so Misty Fluff has 2 strikes for sharing food with a rogue from Moon 28. And gets the last strike for sharing food with a K-Pet. So, okay. They are also wondering what living with 2 legs must be like. Unfortunately, now they may just find out. Okay, Ravensong did not have any existing strikes, so this is his first. The only other thing I could think of is that this kitty pet may have known who their biological parents of the kits that Ravensong adopted were. But regardless of his reasons, this is going to count against him. Okay, Stonefruit, however, is up to his 2nd strike for sharing food with a kitty pet and touching noses with a rogue. So Stonefruit gets 1 more strike. Our deputy is gone. That's definitely possibly very alarming. Sparestar has recently picked up the scent of mischievous kits in their den. Well, there's certainly plenty of kits to choose from on that front. And Stone Fruit is overthinking a recent encounter with a rival clan. Again, maybe that cave had some intelligence that we were wanting to get. Swanspot is reciting the names of herbs aloud, possibly for Chestnut Paw's benefit, who won't stop asking why. Coyote Path is complaining about being sent on dawn patrol, and we are possibly on patrol with them. Stonefruit assigned me on a solo patrol for tomorrow. I don't know what they're thinking. Is it some sort of test, or are they trying to get me killed? You ask if maybe Stonefruit just genuinely thought they were the most qualified cat. No, that couldn't possibly be it. That's a little sad when you think about Stonefruit being their mate and Coyote Path having that much insecurity about it. But presently, they do platonically love us more than they dislike us, so maybe we'll be safe from Coyote Path's wrath. Okay, we're currently playing a prank on Quail Kit, so we are just not giving Quail Kit any, breaks here. But we'll antagonize them. We'll make an early enemy out of somebody. Okay, I think we're gonna leave Falcon and Needle alone, and we're gonna start trying to raise up the most recent kits. Before Moonfern even asked Quail Kit to help clean the nursery, they had already volunteered. The space becomes tidy in no time. Fluffroar is asking a lark where the nearest patch of marigold is. That would be a very useful gift for a messing cat to have. During a game of moss ball, when it's Fawn Kit's turn to catch, they hesitate and shrink back as the ball flies their way. Courage -1. Well, I guess they could be living up to their name of Fawn with that kind of hesitancy. Quail Kid is hatching a plan to sneak out of camp and play despite being sick with heat exhaustion. And unfortunately, we're going to insult him. Well, you're dumb. Yeah, we are. That's what Quail Kit will look like healthy. So very much like his biological parents there, I think. Except he's got Ravensong's eyes. Fawn Kit is dreaming about being a warrior. As we saw before, Fawn Kit is a little bit more grown up. She's a very interesting tortie with a really pale kind of ginger coat with black stripes there. She seems to have a bit more of a speckled pelt overall, but I'm really curious to see how that's going to grow up. Up next we have Big Kit, who definitely has a bit more of a pinky purple brown and then pale blue eyes, currently hiding. And finally Blossom Kit, worried about Sparrow Star. She's grown into that rosette patterning very well, and she's got very pretty blue eyes and little white paws, so Blossom Kit I think is gonna definitely live up to her name and grow into a very pretty cat when she gets older. Okay, on our LifeGen patrol we catch a scented mouse, and we miss it. Swanspot and Chestnut Paw head out for Lungwort, with Swanspot starting a lesson on the value of the rare herb for treating yellow cough. Takes them all day, but eventually, finally, Swanspot spots the speckled leaves they've been looking for, so crucial to harvest while the growing season is upon them. For just a second, they feel the weight of their responsibilities lift, and they let out a yowl and stop to play with Chestnut Paw. They've gathered some Lungwort. It's just nice seeing Swanspot laying loose like that, though. Okay, our patrol comes across the thunder path running through the forest. Once again, we do have Ventress, so we have to proceed here. Little Heart hears a monster thundering towards them, but it screeches to a halt just in time. That was close. Maybe it's time to go back to camp. Okay, as long as nobody got hurt or worse, died, I'm fine with this outcome. I would have preferred we could have just turned away without any risk, but Lil Heart being adventurous has bitten us a few times. As our border patrol is marking the lines, a gang of rogues bursts from the bushes. It's an ambush. We have Sparrowstar, Weaselreed, and Stonefruit on this patrol, along with Fire Rush. so I'm not really concerned here. We descend into battle without a second thought, driving the rogues away. Okay, I'm sending us out with Coyote Path and Raven Song for a hunting patrol. Catch a scented mouse. Coyote Path locates the mouse and begins to stalk. Coyote Path waggles their haunches and leaps, pinning the mouse between a paw as they make the killing bite. We bring back a small amount of prey, but I'd rather Coyote Path get the mouse. Okay. And I think that is it for our patrols. So I think that is going to be it for today's episode. It's probably going to be a little bit of a shorter one. There honestly weren't that many events, which I'm a-okay with in the grand scheme of things. So nice and quiet. We'll be going into Leafall next moon, so we will be back to 50-50 on antagonizing proceeding. So fingers crossed, because we encountered no loners or kitty pets this time, that next time is a little bit nicer to us. But we do have a lot of new kits in addition, so that is a very welcome and refreshing change. Thank you as always to Parental Unit for supporting the channel. Feel free to check out links in the description below. And until next time, stay safe, stay happy. I'll see you all then, and bye.